digest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Hi, guys. Hang on, just give us 2 seconds. There we go. Now we're live. Hi, guys. Welcome to THFC Till We Die, your home at Tottenham, past, present, and an exciting future on the Thomas Frank. And this is the post pre-match game thoughts for Newcastle coming up at the weekend. Also, the news coming out. We have signed Polonia, apparently. So I don't know if Fab has given it the all okay. Hopefully he has. I will double check. Do you know what? I actually haven't checked Twitter in a while, or X, as everyone calls it now. It's always Twitter. Why change the name? Twitter was fine. Twitter was no problem whatsoever. So let's see what Fabrizio Romano has to say. And let's see now. There's a lot here. Here we go. 1 hour ago, Paulinho has completed his medical as a new Tottenham player. Formal steps to follow between clubs after deal agreed on loan with salary covered by Tottenham and a 30 million buy option clause, not mandatory. So it's only an option, not an obligation, which I think is absolutely. Look, it's a no-brainer for me. It's not uncommon. It's not really gone unnoticed. We really do need a number 6. And I think it's a great thing we've got a number 6 in. I know within our own group chat, I think I hope James Sakami is saying this, but I think he said he felt a bit underwhelmed by it. And look, I can understand that. He is 30, and we don't normally go for 30-year-olds, which is a very rare for us as a club to go for 30-year-olds, but we did. But we've needed a number 6 for a long time. And if you look at his rates, he had the highest tackle rates, I think, in the Premier League, higher than Casemiro. I saw a stat earlier. I think he had the highest tackle rates, I think 300 tackles in the whole season from when he was last in the Premier League. Yeah, it's just me here, Tequila. I've sent you a link. The link's in the private chat. If you wanna join, you're more than welcome. I'd love to get your views, to get on there and see what you think of our new signing. But look, I think it's good. I think it's a good signing. It's one we've needed. Do I think more needs to be done? Hell yeah, more needs to be done. Um, I don't think defensively. I don't think defensively. I think defensively we're okay. I think it's more midfield and in the attacking regions. I think we need to really strengthen. I know everyone's saying, yeah, be sarcastic. Of course you are. Mr. T, pity the fool. Pity the fool. Pity the fool who doesn't have Mr. T on their show. Um, he knows Tequila knows what I'm on about. Pity the fool who doesn't have you on the show, Mr. T. Yeah, Tequila does go around with all the gold medallions and the gold rings and everything, like Mr. T. He was part of the A team back in the day. Everyone's saying about a left back. And do we need a left back? Somebody said to me yesterday about putting Mickey van der Ven out there. Do you know what? I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the chat what you think on that. I was told that yesterday. Well, I was asked that question yesterday. Do you know Mickey on the left back situation? But do we need a? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was just replying to a message. Yeah, this was supposed to be a member shows, but we no members turned up basically. It was only people on X. Yeah, I will do the predicted lineup will be coming out to you members first, and then it will be going out to YouTube. So that is coming for you later, guys. But let's see who's in the chat. No members in, but big up to John. THFC. It's a no-brainer deal. Win-win. Big up to you, sir. We've got some Spurs side chat. Kirkin and Cat and a Cam are incoming. I hope so. And also big up to SDFC Benny. I could see Vanderveer. Let me know what you think on that, guys. Let me know what you do think on that. Tequila, make you laugh. Tequila, you always make me laugh. You always do. Well, let's crack on with it, guys. This is the head-to-head for Tottenham versus Newcastle on Sunday. And shoot, let me bring that one. I'll bring that one up instead, which is what I should have brought up first. Don't get your head into gear. Pre-season friendly time and date, the 3rd of August, 2025. It's a high noon kickoff in Seoul World Cup Stadium, Seoul, South Korea. Venue, of course, it's the World Cup venue that Seoul used for the 2002 World Cup final, Brazil versus Germany. The one where Brazil won 2-0. I think 2 goals by the original number 9, Ronaldo, after his funny sort of 1998 World Cup final appearances where he sort of had a diabetic attack. Not a diabetic. Was it diabetic? He had some sort of attack before the match. He shouldn't have really played. He says so himself. But yeah, he came back in 2002 and really become an absolute sensation. Tequila says we need another left back, at least for the squad. I probably agree with you. This is the injured people. Of course, it is the injured people that did not travel to the Asia tour. Destiny Udogi. We've got Dragosin, Monan Solomon, Kulu, and Taki. Oh, now a doubt for tomorrow is Dom Solanke. Now, for what I've read somewhere, Dom Solanke may miss tomorrow, but it could be back for the Bayern Munich game next Saturday. So tomorrow week he could be back for that, and that is actually 3 days or 4 days before the Super Cup against PSG. Look, the predicted lineup I've picked, which will go out separately, guys, for you. I've gone. I'm not going to say too much about it, but I was really impressed with the defense on yesterday. And I think that back four, or that back five, including Vicario, was very solid. Um, and what I liked about the game yesterday, and I don't think a lot of people saw it, and I hope they did, was the little triangle passing they were doing out the back. Vicario passed it to Romero. Romero passed it to Spence. There was all little triangles. It gave Vicario more options to what to do with the ball than he did last season. So now he's got the option of playing it out from the back, or he's got an option of just kicking it long up the pitch. And I think the Thomas Frank formation and the Thomas Frank tactics really do give us more options when we are playing it out from the back. Under the previous managers' formation, I think it was just one way. That's it. You play it out from the back. That's it. Thomas Frank, and what was so, I think for me, yesterday watching that game, what I was happy with is the way that we played. And the way we played in that first half. Second half, we were too defensive. Of course we were. But the way we played in that first half against Arsenal really shows that with a bit of tactical nous and a coach doing the coaching's job, this is not a bad squad. This is a pretty good squad, and you add a few more players into it, decent players into it, and I think you got the makings of a side that could challenge for top four. At the moment, I think we need 2 or 3 more players to do that. I think I've always said it, top 5, maybe top 6, and I think add 2 more players, you get a striker in that scores your goals, and you get a left winger that can really do a job with Kudus. Yeah, I will bring that up. I will bring that up, actually, what you said, Tequila, and I am admitting it, to be fair. And I think you're bringing a proper left-sided midfielder. You bring in a left back. You bring in a striker that's going to get you 15, 20 goals a season. I think then you're there. And look, don't get me wrong, Solanke is a striker, but is he the striker to score your goals? No. One season he had scoring goals. I say it before and I say it again. Me and Tequila did the show the day that we signed Solanke, and we both said it that day. We felt underwhelmed by it. We were really underwhelmed by the signing. Now I know Boris, who I haven't seen for a while. Look, I get it. Why he's so defensive, because Solanke does work hard for the squad, but you don't want to play that work squad. You want a player that scores your goals, and that's what wins your games. That's what gets you points. That's what Harry Kane was so up. Big up to we'll reckon a few more people, and then I will get on with the head-to-head and all the stats, guys. Ryan says, what do you think of Polonia? Is he a good deal? Should we pick him up? Look, I think it's a great deal. I think getting him in line for the season with a mandatory 30 million, I think maybe we can get that down to 15. If we can get him for 15 million next season for, say, 2 years, I'll snap your hand off. I really would. Big up to Spotlight and Spurs. Big up to you, sir. And he's just relying to Ryan's comment. Big up to Colin Next, my Celtic cousin over there in the valleys where Tom Jones sings about Delilah, and he also sings about his pussycat. Tequila is still after Tom Jones for his cat. But there you go, Tequila. Thomas Frank took your cat. Tom Jones took your cat. What are you going to do about it? You know, come on. People can't keep stealing your cat. It won't happen, Dermo, but Harry's the one to bring back. Will Harry ever come back? Look, I would love Harry to come back, but would he come back if Levy and Enoch are still here? Probably not. Probably not. Big up to Simon Cohen as well. Where is it? Where did you put your comment? I am going to bring this up, guys. Where did Tequila put it in? I can't see it now, Tequila. The comments you're putting in. Oh, yeah. It says, Dermo, are you admitting then, Dermo, that our last manager, no names, Didn't coach the team, because I agree with you. No, he didn't coach the team. It was attacking football. It was football where you went for it. I mean, there's the Tottenham way of playing, and there's his way of playing. You gotta have a balance. Bill Nick, you look at the Bill Nick sides of the 60s, they were all balanced. They had a good defense with a good midfield, but they attacked. You look at the Keith Birkinshaw sides of the 80s, had strong men in there, defensive minded players, but also had players that can attack. You can play attractive attacking football, but you gotta have the defense. And I do apologize about that next door. You gotta have um a way of defending, but also attacking. So you got to balance it out. You really do. And our last manager, he did win us a European trophy. He did win us the Europa League, and we'll always be grateful for him. But, did he play it the right way? 22 league defeats in the league tells you otherwise. It really does. Big up, I think the guys. Big up to Mary W. Here is the Queen of THFC till we die. Please bow to Her Majesty Mary the First of this channel. I don't want Harry back. He decided to go bon voyage. Sunny state. That's loyalty. Mary, agree with you 1000%. So, Dermo, you now say he's rubbish then? No, I'm not saying he's rubbish. I still look. I know. I'm just saying that he didn't coach the team, but he did win us a European trophy, Ryan. And to be fair, Ryan, you're the one who wouldn't watch a Tottenham game. You're the one that said I wanted everyone out. And I just think if you look back on it, you can look back. Look, you can look at last season through rose-tinted glasses, and you can look at it the way you want to look at it, and thinking, yeah, it was great, but 22 league defeats is the reason he's not still manager. But he changed his system and he won us a European trophy. And I'm still buzzing off that. I'm still buzzing from that European win. Absolutely buzzing. He's a legend. He's the third man in our history to win a European trophy. Only two men previously have done that, Bill Nicholson and Keith Birkinshaw. He's in a unique little club with the legends of our club, with the absolute masters of our club. And he's in that bracket, and you can never take that away from him. You can never take that away from him. We've had decent managers at the club in the past, and there's only one man I think has failed them all, and it's been Levy, and it's been the director of footballs. It's been the likes of Steve Hitchin. And what gets me, guys, and it really peeves me off, why doesn't, and I'm going to put this to you all in the chat. Please explain to me why Steve Hitchin always gets the pass. Why does he get a pass? Why do we criticize Paratici, but Paratici brought in a better load of players? Ange was backed. Ange had money to spend. Ange was not backed last season. Our last window was woeful under Lang. Our January window was woeful under Lang. This window, at the moment, I have to admit, Kudos and Palunia coming in. Really excited by them. The signing of Danso and Mateus Tail, they were given anyway. If he adds it's gone from an okay window to a good window at the moment. We get two more players in that really go, two more wow signings, then it comes from a good window to a great window. But we saw yesterday, I think our defense is in very good nick. We do need one more left back, and I think that sorts out the back line. But please, why did? And he never did. He never did. Steve Hitchin never got any criticism. Lang doesn't get criticism. And look, if you're going to mark the as from the 1st of August, it's probably Tequila's giving it a 5 out of 10. I'd probably given it a 6.5 out of 10 at the moment. It depends who else we go for. It depends who else we get in. But tomorrow's game or Sunday's game is really important, Big up to Henry as well, Coys. Big up Henry. Sunday's game is so important for our development, and the win yesterday should give us a mighty boost to beat Newcastle. And I just think the more we play this system, the more we play under Thomas Frank, the more the players get used to it. And I think the players are enjoying playing the Thomas Frank system. I think the players are enjoying the coaching under Thomas Frank. And you can see the players are enjoying it. The players are sort of sitting back, relaxing, and thinking, right, this is what we wanted. We need to be coached. We need to be taught. We need to be pointed out what to do. Players just don't go out and play it. Players have to be told, have to be drilled, it has to be mundane, it has to be routine, same thing every day. It gets into them. But managers don't last at Tottenham. Managers only last a max 18 months. And then that manager goes, and then the players have got to get used to a new system. I hope Frank stays here for a few years. I really do. And I think we've got to back some manager. We do. Then Tequila, big up to Mary. She's 6 out of 10, same as me. Ask yourself this: have we gained? Please go away, WhatsApp. Thank you. Ask yourself this: have we gained any ground transfer wise over those of the top 4? If that is the aim, I think that to answer your question, Tequila, I think we haven't. I think the top 4 took a march on us, and I think we're playing catch up. I don't think we have gained. I think we've gained on probably Villa and possibly Newcastle as a top 6. If you're looking at that, if you think we've gained on Man City, Liverpool, no. Chelsea, no. Arsenal, probably not. I think if you look at that, then we're probably the 5th best team out of that top 6 or 7. I think we have gained. I think we've overtaken Villa, and I think we have overtaken Newcastle as well. I don't think Newcastle are in a little bit of disarray at the moment because of the Isaac. Is Isaac staying? Is he going? I think if Isaac goes, then Newcastle are going to have I'm going to find it hard next season because he is their main goal scorer. On Villa, I don't think Villa have done enough either in the window to kill it. To be fair, so I think we've sort of gained on Villa and Newcastle, but Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, no, we haven't gained on them. Have we gained on Manchester United? And that's the thing as well. I think it's very neck and neck between Spurs and Manchester United. I really do believe that. I think they might have the edge on us a little bit. I think if Manchester United buy a decent striker and a decent goalkeeper, and I think Amarin gets them playing the way he wants them to play, then I think Man United could be a top 6, 7 team next season. But it's what we do. It's what we do now between now and the end of the month. It's what we do now between the 1st of August to the 31st of August to the 1st of September. It's what we do now. And we've got to be really proactive. We've really got to be really getting the deals done. Let Paratici do his work. Let Paratici take charge. Let him take charge and let him get it in. But look, that's enough about transfers in the window for me. Tequila goes, Mary M goes, big up to you, Mary. She says, if we don't play silly sod tactics, it's worth 3 signings. Yeah, exactly. Big up everyone. Please pick up your memberships too. From now on, from next week, from the Bayern Munich game onwards, these games are going to be members only. So if you want to watch these, you want to follow me and hear my pre-game thoughts, do get your memberships. If you do, you can get in and watch. And also the predicted lineups will be also members videos. There's a members video going out, I think, tonight at 7 o'clock, you members, for the predicted lineup. And then what I'll do is after that, I will download it and then I'll put it out for tomorrow for the non-members. But join me tonight at 7, guys, for the predicted lineup for Tottenham Hotspur versus Newcastle tomorrow. Now, just a little bit. Big up to Carl Simpson. Come in the chat. Big up Carly boy. 6 out of 10, but I need more players. So Keep them coming. Exactly. This is now a little bit of head-to-head for you guys. We have played 172 official matches with Newcastle United. Spurs 74 with a 43% win percentage. Newcastle 64, a 37 win percentage. Newcastle's fixtures, 172 games. Newcastle have had 64 wins, 34 draws, 74 defeats. Now, Newcastle, by the way, guys, are I think unbeaten against us in all. I think in the Premier League, 5 or 6 games now unbeaten with us. They have beaten us quite a lot. The last time we did play them, and I will get up to, we've only played them twice in friendlies, by the way. And Spurs have had 74 wins out of 172 fixtures, 34 draws, and 64 defeats. Their first ever friendly between Tottenham and Newcastle was the 12th of August 1995 on White Hart Lane. For Gary Mabbitt's testimonial, 17,288 turned up to watch a Spurs lose 2-0. Sellers and Ferdinand, who went on to play for Spurs, him and Ginola, 45 minutes and 70th minute, respectively. Then, of course, we played them at the end of Ange's first season in charge, a 1-1 draw in the Melbourne Cricket Ground, attended 78,419. James Maddison gives Spurs the lead in 32 minutes. Isaac equalised on the 45th minute, and Newcastle United win 5-4 on penalty kicks. Oh, you shouldn't be seeing that. There you go. Right, what have I got here? Let's see now. No, that's it. So, guys, that is. I'll give you a laugh emoji. Carl says Vadovic available cheap. We are interested. I bet Paratici is on it. I bet he is on it. Yeah, he did pass his medical. We have got. Here we go. Brilliant job. We get it in. And look, I'm delighted. We broke it late last night. I was really tired last night when I broke that, and I do apologize for my tiredness of the stream. But look, I'm delighted. I think it's a great side, and to get him on loan as well, I think it's an absolute one of Tottenham's best deals, to be fair. Big up to John Fitzpatrick, my Irish brother. Big up to you, John. Hope you and the family are doing well down in Limerick. Guys, listen, we're going to leave it there. It was only a short one anyway. Let me know what you guys think. And guys, do join me tonight. I'm on the Manchester United agenda tonight. Over on Colin and Kevin's channel. I am joining Mr. B. Dermo and Mr. B, the both two most delusional Manchester United and Tottenham fans being brought together. I don't know, it's going to be the battle. Who's going to be more deluded, me or Mr. B? I'm really looking forward to it. I'm live there at 9 o'clock. But guys, give me about 15 minutes and I will have the member shows. I know, don't blame me, Tequila. Don't blame me, Mr. T. Don't blame me, Mr. T. You know, not my doing. Give us 15 minutes. Yeah, I will do. I will do, man. No problem. Yeah, give us 15 minutes, guys. And the member shows for the predicted lineup will be up. If you want to join me at 6 for that. If you're a member, you can join me. So pick up your memberships. You've got 15 minutes to pick up your memberships. I want to see at least, say, 20 members in that show. I want to see 20 members in there. So join me in 15 minutes for the membership for the predicted lineup show. Let's see who I have picked. Some of you have had a quick glimpse. I took it down quickly, but let me know. Who do you think I've picked to start for Tottenham on Saturday? And I will go through it player by player and give you my reasons why I have done that, picked the players I have and the formation I have. But guys, thank you all for watching. I'll be back 15 minutes for the members' show's predicted lineup. Join me for that live on the members' live. Come on, you Spurs. In Thomas Frank we trust. We never stop. Come on, you Spurs. And as Tequila always says, all right, give it 6:30 then. Would that be right for you, Mary? As Tequila says, is who we are, mate.
Eyes on the prize.